But we're still talking daily money and something. So I'll tell you what I was going to talk about, but then I'll tell you what we are going to talk about, unless you have any objections. I was going to talk about social media impact on your daily money or marketing from a standpoint of social media. But what I am going to talk about, and if that's what you want me to talk about too, I can. But what I am going to talk about is your ability to give as it relates to your daily money. And I know some people are going to be like, I don't want to talk about that because I need right now. I have a desire right now. I need right now. And something that I learned a few years ago was that when my focus was I need, I didn't get. Because as long as I have a need, then that need will always be there. So, you know how there's a Bible verse. I've never seen it. I've heard about it, though. I probably should look that up. But there's a scripture or a saying that goes around in your religious space that says the poor will always be among you. Think about that from a standpoint as long as you feel you don't have, as long as you feel you are lacking, you will be lacking and won't have. How does that relate to money? In every single way. But I'm gonna break down how it relates to money. So a few years ago, and I've told this story before. A few years ago, I was in business and I wasn't making very much money. We've talked about that. So we're not going to go all the way there. But one of the things that I transformed about my business, I was like, well, I'm not making a ton of money right now, partly because I was giving too many discounts. I was working all the time. I was doing everything. Anything you asked me to do, like if you asked me to come do a seminar over here, sell books over here, consult over here, I was doing everything. I was a master of nothing, but I was also stressed out and overworked and doing entirely too much. So there was no money coming in, usually because there was no focus on money. It was getting. Oh my God, I got to pay my bills, right? And so what I decided was, okay, there's a few things I decided during that broke time. It was like, okay, so I'm broke, so I might as well do it a different way because this way's clearly not working. And, you know, I'm going to be more obedient to my spiritual base, and I'm going to start helping other people make a ton of money because I know how to do it. I've had money before. I've made a ton of money before. I've showed people how to make. I know how to make money, right? Something is off. And I think it was my focus, and I was doing too much. So what I decided during that time is I'm going to go about, my focus will shift from me, what about me, to let me help you make a ton of money. And so I focused on my clients for the next year or two, and they started to make 6 figures and 7 figures. Now I had been working with these people before, and they were okay. They were doing okay. Their businesses were thriving, but we weren't hitting 6-figure months at all before that. And so I made it my personal mission to help people make more money. I also started something else. I switched during this time on social media. I used to talk a lot. I used to come from a standpoint of sell. I do believe that you should let people know that there is a product or a service that you offer. People should be very aware of what you offer that can help answer a problem for them. But my whole focus was, what about me? Bye. And it was stressful. Once again, stress is a good indicator that you might be deviating from the journey. This is still, notice we're building up to daily money. One, because and let me back up out of social media for a second. When I started to help my clients make more money, because at this time, and many times if I'm helping you build your business, you pay me a percentage of growth. Like you pay me a percentage. That's how business coaching, that's how it works. During that time, unless we're focusing on a project. So if they go from hitting from 4-figure months to 6-figure months, and I'm getting a percentage, then inadvertently or directly, my income ends up going through the roof. Like everybody's making money. Like all my clients are making money. Then I'm introduced with another business opportunity that starts making 6 figures. My clients are making 6 and 7 figures, and they're paying me a percentage of this. So I'm hitting 6-figure months, and I'm making more money than I've ever made before. I'm getting checks. I have multiple clients, so I'm getting checks all the time. My books are starting to take off, so I'm getting checks from that. So from that standpoint, I focused on how can I help? How can I serve? How can I help others do something that I'm very well versed in, which in turn helped me increase my income. I stopped focusing, because I'm not going to pretend like I ain't focused on it either. Like when you broke, you be like, oh, Lord, I need to pay my bills. But you know, if you can get yourself out of that mindset and transform that mindset and go, okay, let me put my skills and my talents to work. Let me really utilize my skills and my talents to answer problems and to help people. I'm not telling you to help people. Notice I never said I helped them for free. I never said, oh, I was walking around helping them for free. I never said that. But what I did say is, I'm not going to focus on, oh, okay, because these people were already clients. Let me really maximize my gifts to the world. How can I help you? How can I serve you? Like, is what I'm offering helping you? Now you can make a ton of money offering something that doesn't help people, but even if it's clothing or makeup, does it help people feel good? Is it something that helps people feel better about themselves? If you're a hairstylist, that's a gold mine, because people like they hair done. Like I go to the barber, but he's still getting checks from me because you like to look good. So whatever it is, make sure that you're putting forth your skills and your talents to maximize and helping other people. Not just, oh, I got to collect these checks. Yeah, collect them checks. We want money. And like I was saying on social media, I used to post from a standpoint of sell. I got to sell. People got to know that I have these products because I got to sell. Probably because I was broke. I had a broke person mindset. Even though I knew how to make money and I would get a lot of money, I was focusing on outward instead of the mindset. And that's why now, if you work with me, we work on both. We get your money up. We work on mindset, because you cannot maintain the money if your mindset is still that struggle mentality. And I had the struggle mentality for years because that's what I grew up knowing. And so on social media, it was very stressful because I was like, oh my God, I got to post and I got to do this. And I remember going, no, okay. So instead of me stressing myself out about posting all the time and people got to know I got these products and services, I'm going to just start having fun. I'm going to just start having fun and enlightening people and educating them on different topics, but it still has to be fun for me. And when I did that, my following shot through the roof. My engagement shot through the roof. People started to buy more. People started to DM me more. And I'm not saying they knew, but the energy shifted of it. And my focus shifted. Like it probably was, I was probably putting out stressful content. Like always thinking, oh my God. They got to know it. My content probably was stressful. People was like, oh no, here she go again. But then, when I switched from that thought process to, let's have some fun. Let's learn. Let's have some fun. Let's grow. Let's make more money. Let's do this. Then all of that shifted. And so instead of focusing so much on, I got to sell. I got to make this money. I got to get this money. It's raining. Focus on, okay, what is it that I enjoy doing? What is it that I could help people with, that I enjoy doing, that in turn I can make money from? Because remember I told you guys that when I first figured out what I wanted to do as an entrepreneur, I sat down and wrote 3 or 4 things that I enjoyed doing and that I was good at. And then I researched how I could make money from it. But it was something that I wanted to do instead of, okay, I can do this. This makes money. And I mean, I know that's a little backwards in our society. Our society tells us to do it completely different. But, I mean, if we're focusing on peace and happiness, in addition to a ton of money, then you might have to retrain your thought process. But think about, okay, what is it that I'm good at doing? Like, there's this guy that I went to school with who does a lot of the sewing and curating of the costumes for Mardi Gras. He's excellent at it. And, you know, somebody probably told him, you can't make no money from sewing. And he's one of the main people that they go to for these opulent, and that's the name of his company, designs. Like, it's like amazing, some of the work that he puts out. And every time I see him, he's smiling and laughing. He's living his best life, I think. I mean, he might not be, but he seems to be having fun. And so imagine, you know, if you're putting out something that you are gifted to do, you're skillful, like if it's cooking, you know, I always talk about baking. I love a baker. But, you know, the lady who does my deep tissue massages, she's gifted at that. I went to a chiropractor yesterday. You could tell that man really enjoys that. Like, he was getting all on the table, crawling all on the floor. I was like, get it. That's not my gift. That ain't my talent. But I need your gift and your talent. I need your gift and your talent. And we don't think about that when we put our gifts and our talents in the world. People need that from us. They need that energy from us. They need that gift from us. Like, you know, the fact that I disseminate information, I give information. People are telling me they need this information. It was right on time. So if you're thinking about, how can I increase my money? How can I grow my money? How can I get my money up? I want you to, that's the end goal. Think about, okay, what skills and talents am I hoarding and keeping from the world and not helping the world with? Because that's where your money is. Like, what are you really excellent at? And I'm really good at making people feel good. Like, I can make them think outside of the box. I can make them see themselves as they really are versus the way they've been seeing themselves, and help them get out of their own way. Like, I'm great at it. And without that, many people wouldn't be able to get out of their own way. So, you know, there's people waiting on you. And if you want to increase your daily money, you want to increase your income, increase your revenue, start operating in the skills and talents that you can give to the world. And when I say give, I want to clear this up. I do not mean for the free, unless that's what you're being called to do. You can still, your price is still your price. But are you operating in that from the standpoint of, I'm going to be so good at what I'm good at. I'm going to be so great at what I'm great at or good at. I'm going to be great at what I'm good at. I'm going to be great at what I'm called to do. So where when I work with you or they work with me, they feel blessed. They feel like, oh my God, I got to go back to her. She's, you know, some of my clients say, you're the best coach in the world. I'm like, you think so? You know, you know, but people should feel like that they should enjoy giving you their money. And that's how you get more. People have to enjoy. Remember, we talked about value. People have to enjoy giving you their money. And instead of you being the only one enjoying taking it. People should feel like, oh, you know, I get to do another module this month. I get to be a part of this membership group again. I get to have another call with Dr. Square. I get to read another book. Oh my gosh, she came out with another. Like, they should be looking forward to your skills and your talents. And that's how you start making money every day. So that's